Oh, there you go.
Yo, yo,
Right.
yo, 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 yo. What's going on? This is Mousiki, the artist. Well, my bad. We gotta do this over again. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? This is Mousiki Radio, the podcast for artists by artists. You already know it's your boy, the Godfather, your host today. Hey, it's been a minute since we've been on. This is episode 13. Today we're interviewing Gilamonsta Killah Moe and Tryacid. We're waiting on the other one to come. It's been a minute since we've done this. We used to having more people. You seen the other co-hosts. Well, unfortunately, things happened. The other co-hosts won't be on episode or here or what. But you know what? You got me. So the original host. So you know what?
Right
This is
on.
gonna be us. We're gonna do this interview. Shout out to everybody that's watching. You can put your comments. We can read all your comments. Everybody who's on YouTube, everybody who's on Facebook. Give us like a couple of seconds, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share the Facebook Live, whoever, and then we're gonna get it in. Like I said, I appreciate everybody who's in here. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, but now we're motherfucking back, bitch. Hey everybody, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe or follow on my Facebook, my artist pages as well. For those who don't know, tomorrow 4 p.m. I'll be in Atlanta for the music festival. Performing live. It's been a minute. Biggest show I've probably done, but hey, we're gonna get it in. All right, now let's get into it. Let's get into it. So first, before we start, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
All right. Since I think I'm the only one in here, I'm
Yeah.
Tryacid. I'm from California, and I love tacos. Okay, that
Okay.
I was just joking. No, yeah, I'm Tryacid. I'm from California, but I moved out here to Arizona, and this is where I started recording the music. I mean, I did a little recorded music back in the day when in California, but I got into something new, and now I make like dance music, dance beats, and things like that.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, Killer Mo, go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother.
Oh, he's right there. Can I, can he hear you?
No, you froze. Okay, froze. All right. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother. Can you hear me?
There
Yes,
we go.
sir.
All right. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother. Let's get this show on the road.
And to G, and also the I am the owner founder of the Killer Squad movement. Also, I'm the VP for LMG South for Casa Grande, and I run the public relations department as well.
Oh, we
Okay.
lost him. Yeah. I forgot you said label. I'm in two different labels right now. Uh, for FRL, well, more like three: FRLMG, FRLMG South, and Three Water PMP Incorporated, I think. Uh,
Okay.
but
Yeah, multiple steps. That's what's up.
yeah, so we can get back to up. No, I just lost you. Uh, oh no, that's
I'm
not
still
good.
here. Y'all good? You can't see me. Can y'all see me? It
Yes,
happens.
sir.
The internet. Sometimes the internet goddamn sucks, but it happens. All right. So that first, let's really get into it, right? Y'all got some new music. You got some new releases. Y'all part of a label. Um, First, getting really into this. Um, y'all artist name is unique. Why choose the names that you guys got? Why Killah Moe? Why Tryacid? Why did y'all choose those names?
Well, the Killah Moe name came about. Mo just kind of was given to me when I was just a teenager, and then later on down the line, a friend of mine was like, "Hey man, what's up, Killah Moe, Murder Mo?" I was like, "What'd you say?" He said, "Killah Moe, Murder Mo." I said, "Hey, I'm gonna use that." So ever since I've been using Killah Moe since I've been 20 years old, but that's how the name came about.
Okay, you've been rapping for a minute then.
Yes, sir. I'm 44 years old now, and then I got into music. I picked up my first instrument when I was actually 11 years old at a school. It was a recorder, and ever since then, I've just been on a pursuit, for the music thing because I found who I was about, this whole music. So I just been on a pursuit ever since.
I feel you. So are you looking to stay more? You looking to stay independent, or are you looking to hopefully take off in the mainstream? 'Cause I know right now you're on the independent label, right?
Right. Yes, sir. Right now, I'm looking to more get into the mainstream. Um, as of um, as of right now, I'm got an upcoming song that's coming out either the end of this year or beginning of next year. Should be coming out. Um, it's a I'm really excited about it because I have Solomon's Child from Wu Tang. It's gonna be in it, and I have
Really?
Cedric Bogan. Yes, sir. And then I also have Cedric Bogan's gonna be in this song. Also have Anthony Great. Anthony Great is one of my artists, and he's also signed to FRMG. He's gonna be on that song. And then I have Nina
Okay.
Rose. Shout out to Nina Rose. And then too as well. And I have coders too as well, and help write the song too. So it's gonna be it's a really big deal.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, nobody can stop you. You got to keep going. Okay, so with you saying you're 44, with you being the age that you are, do you have a lot of discrepancies on what you think you can and cannot do? You think age is a number when it comes to hip hop, or maybe not in today's world because you have the internet?
Well, the over the years, it was just like, it was more like on contact. But now it's just now ever since like the internet, man, the network is just it made it so much easier instead of like, making one-on-one contacts. I watched
Right.
I watched it revolutionize over the years as far as like the network has changed, the music scene's changed, so I
Yeah.
watched it evolve over the years. So like even then, like before cell phones came out and all that stuff, it was just like handing CD, they'll listen to it, or a producer will get into it and give you a shot. Now it's just like it's all about numbers now.
Right. And even if you can't live your dream on, and not just saying anybody can't live their dream of being this big time major artist. Now it's the fact they can still live the dream as a independent artist, still doing shows, still going to festivals, still dropping videos, still dropping. You can still do the same things that the mainstream artists are doing. You might do it at a different level as them doing, but you're still in the game. You can still build you a fan base no matter what age, man. That's crazy. I think that's the best part of the internet right now is that it doesn't matter what age you are. You got 80-year-olds in there spitting, making music videos going viral. You know what I mean? That's
Yes,
crazy.
yes, yes. That's it's talent is not relevant anymore. It used to be relevant, but now it's just how much you can attract now as far as how the business goes. So
Right.
you can have all the talent in the world. It doesn't mean anything these days. If you got a huge fan base, huge following, that's what these companies look for, and how
That is
relevant you
true.
can be, and in the business, or how relevant you can be. So the more relevant you are, and the more numbers you can attract, it brings in the revenue, you know.
Right, and I agree. Okay, so let's go from that. Now, we're talking about independent. We're talking about, you say you're, part of these labels. Now tell me of the label that you're part of. And why that label? Out of all
Oh,
labels that you could have been a part of or started on your own, why that label?
FRLMG. Well, FRLMG. When I got signed to FRLMG, um, me and Cedric, we go way back, and then
Right.
we met back in 2001 or 2002, around that area, and he watched me, he see me battle rap, and then over the years we
Really?
stayed contact. Yes, sir. So and then he see what I was doing, and then like I watched him evolve, a couple years down the line, and then I was like, I like what you're doing, and then so I signed. So he signed me, and he signed the label, which was just great. So it just took it to a whole nother level. So I have
Okay.
thanks for, yeah, because not just because our relationship as friends, but as as an entrepreneur and a businessman, because he's really really smart and he knows what he's doing. So
Right.
yeah, so shout out to FRLMG, and I'm glad to be an FRLMG artist. So it's been a blessing, it's being on this label, being a part of the team. It's it's a family, and then I really
Yeah.
really love it, man. It's just been nothing but love and support.
And that's another thing with labels too, right? That's why I kind of like independent labels more than I like mainstream, because with independent labels, it's a family. You're all, with, uh, okay. With, like I was saying, with independent labels, I like them more because they are a family. Everybody's going through the suck together. And it's just like the army, you know, when we go to training and we go do the things we got to do, we become family because we're all doing the same thing. At the end of the day, if I'm here till 1 o'clock in the morning working, doing this in the dirt for a whole week, you're in the dirt for the whole week. So the fact that with independent labels, you already know, it's like we all got to go to work today. We all got kids. Okay, we all got to try to make time to go do these shows. We all got to make time to put out these records when we can, because music is not our first priority, but we still got to do what we got to do to put the music out. So that's why I definitely fuck with being independent more than I do mainstream. Okay, I don't know
Yes,
what that says.
yes, yes, sir. So the whole main thing. So can you hear me pretty well? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you fine. It was something else.
Okay,
But
okay,
yeah.
okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, the whole
Oh no, you're
scene is
fine.
it's yeah, the whole scene is great. I love it. So it's I'm just to be blessed that to stay with it all these years, and then to go forward with it, and then just hang on to it. But now,
Right.
but but now that's just going internationally, and then like going and having branches, and like what with FRMG, it's amazing. Like it's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level. So
Right.
yeah, but this song right here but this song that's coming up is gonna be the biggest song I've ever did. The last biggest song that I
Okay.
did was Rewind. That was a song that was released on this label, and it's been about a year. So, but I'm all about the craft, and like, okay, what's the next big move? So I know I shouldn't make the audience wait, but I believe that everybody has a Picasso or that special art inside of them that's just dying to come out and give the best of themselves.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing with these songs and why they're taking so long to come out, because I'm giving them the very best of me inside and out when it comes to like the structures of these songs.
Okay. Yeah. Trust me, I understand. I definitely.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's talk about this
Hmm.
newest song, right? You got a new record you're dropping soon, right? Am I correct?
Yes, I've been working on my album now for the past 4 years. It's not done yet. I have,
Okay.
hopefully, if everything works great, to be out maybe by the end of next year. Um, but right now it's just all about getting that craft and then getting those songs, and then just giving them the best of the best of my work. So yeah, so
Right.
I'm really excited about that. Yes, sir. Really excited about that.
Hell
And
yeah, man.
especially under what so it's gonna be a little bit of
Right.
everything, man. It's gonna be fast. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna have everything on there. So they're gonna be like, man, they're gonna be like, oh, I don't know, So it's gonna be great, man. So for all the audience out there, you guys gonna love it, man. It's gonna put a lot of work and love into it. So everybody can sit down and enjoy
Right.
and be like, hey, man, he did that. So yes, sir.
Okay. So now COVID is back. Well, COVID is kind of gone. You been doing any shows lately? Like this is the perfect time in the winter time. Well, you're in the West Coast, so it's still kind of hot, right? Are you doing any shows in your area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now,
I
my
know.
main focus is not. I'm not. My focus is not doing shows right now, but I did one. I did a little show. It was, they happened to have a little mic, and then they're like, "Hey, man, Killah Moe's here. We got Killer Squad. FLMG in the building."
Right.
And then they were like, "Hey," so I performed a couple songs at the album, and like, "Hey, man, these are exclusive here's." So the crowd loved it. And it was great, and it was, so, and I told them, hey, to look out for this and these songs and then
Hmm.
the name of the album, but I'm working towards too. So yeah, so it was great, but they loved it, so I'm glad I got a good response out of it.
Right. So okay. So what are you more focused on? You kind of more focused on your album than you are anything else right now. The focus is dropping this album. Are you gonna do any videos to these albums
My
or to the songs and albums?
now because like, but with the album and then the songs, it's just that I'm real. I shouldn't say sluggish, but it's just finding the sounds, the moment, because music evolves all the time, like the sounds
Right.
and like and then the thing. So I just kind of sit back and just wait. But hey, man, these different sounds are coming out, whatever. So I just waiting, because there's so much geniusness out there, and I just
Right.
kind of take some of that and just make it my own. And then it's like, hey, man, that's amazing. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So as far as the music. Mhm.
Okay, man. Hey, don't miss out on that YouTube money. Go, get them videos. You got to get them videos. But like I said, hey, shout out to Gila Monster Tryacid. Well, Tryacid 925. He was supposed to be here. I don't know what happened. I guess the internet might have messed up. But
I'm,
we'll reschedule when it comes to him
I'm,
or both of them. But yeah, man, try to do them. Try to, because okay, so think about it. If you don't, for those who, he's gonna come back on here. It messes up. For those who do shows, when COVID went and did what it did, the best thing the best thing to do was drop videos, because you don't need. It's gonna take a second and it's gonna pop up. You don't need too much when you drop videos. You laptop, phone. You got apps. You got phones. You got an iPhone. You can use your iPhone. Got the best cameras. You can make an iPhone video and not have to pay nobody and upload it and still make money off of it. So like when stuff like COVID happens again and you can't perform, the best thing these artists, I mean, think about when COVID happened, these artists were doing shows in their houses. They were doing virtual shows in their houses or dropping music videos because that was the best way for them to get that YouTube money. So don't forget about the videos. I know
Yes,
it takes time. It takes so much time. What's going on,
yes, it
Sechiboki? Hey,
does.
shout out to
Yes,
everybody. This is Mousiki Radio. But yeah, we're gonna keep going before we gotta go. We still got 9 minutes, so we're gonna still keep it going. All right, so let's get more into the fundamentals of you being an artist. You say you were 44. You got kids, I assume,
yes, sir.
married or
I have 4 beautiful daughters.
okay?
I have a 15-year-old. I have a 13-year-old.
Oh
I have an
God.
11-year-old, and I just had a baby, and she just turned 1. I don't
Oh,
have they're all.
congratulations. Oh God.
Thank
All girls.
you. Appreciate it.
Woo! I'm sorry, man. Congratulations, but also I'm
No,
sorry.
that's what I said.
So
What I said.
I got a boy. He's 1 too, so I understand that one. But I only got 1, so I can't imagine 4 or the same gender. But okay, so you being an artist and you having kids, and I assume maybe have a significant other. So with you having family oriented, when you're being have to be family oriented, how do you take the time out to be able to get in the studio? Because I don't know if you have a studio at home, so that means you got to go out to a studio. So how do you take the time? Tell me your recording process. Like, tell me, because everybody's is different. Tell me how you get motivated and set the time to be able to write down the music and then go to the studio and record. Walk me through that entire process.
when well the way that way that works for me is that my girlfriend when my girlfriend takes care of the baby, or when the baby's asleep, or if I get time in between, I'll sit down and write something. I think I'll bring something or a brainstorm of something, and then just kind of go through that. So like, or if I'm at work, I just kind to when I'm thinking of something, just write it down. Always carry a
Right.
pen and a pad with me all the time, and then I just kind of go through like who will be best and what will go with what, and then what place or what I can what I can put in those areas, and
Right.
then just kind of go back. And so, and then the studio, as far as like studio times, like when I go in, so say for instance, if I have like a day off, or before I go to work or something, I kind of I take it and I just run with it, and then I just kind of hit the recording process, or I'll be like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna record, and she'll be like, okay, and then I'll watch her because she knows that I'm on a pursuit, on a
Right.
that's what that's called. That works for me. So it's just placement and just getting everything going, and just getting there and then knocking it out, and just giving it the best that I can do and myself. So I'm always challenging myself as far as the process goes. I mean, I try not to reinvent the wheel, but
Right.
I try not to just give myself that nudge, that extra
Like
nudge inside of
focus.
me, because I know what's inside of me, and just bring it out, bring out the best. So that's my process.
Okay. So okay. Do you actually go to a studio or are you using your phone to record?
I actually go to a recording studio. I'll go to various different studios that I go to, uh, in the network, as far as the music goes, or I can go to and record at different studios. I don't have a home studio plan, but I go to different studios within the network.
Okay, I understand. You like being in the studio? Because I haven't really been in an actual studio. It's always been I've gone, but it's always been let me just go home and get on the mic and you know and do what I need to do because it's easy, because I got a child, so it's like when I have time, boom, I can do it whenever the hell I want to, and I don't have to sit there and pay. Do you think it's still necessary to have studios? To go
Yes,
into an
very
actual
relevant to
studio?
have studios.
Really?
Yes, the biggest yes, the biggest studio I ever the biggest studio I ever been to when I was living in Washington State. I've done some music there too as well. When I lived up I went to a studio called Rainmaker. He was actually from Phoenix, and he had the engineering board, he had the mics, man, and everything. The whole setup and it was in his house, man. It was over $3 million. So I stepped in.
Damn.
We're a $3 million studio before. So yeah, it was amazing. He had everything. So that was probably one of the better highlights of of the music the music I've been pursuing. Yeah, so shout out to Raymond and Kennewick and Kennewick, Washington State. So he's still doing his thing.
Okay. I always wondered because I always thought like, okay, even if I do have my own studio, it might just be the experience of actually being in a recording studio. You know what I mean? And I was like, maybe I should open up my own recording studio. It might help. It might have other artists given that experience. So, okay. So you're an artist, you're a businessman, you have a baby, you got so much going on, and you got this album that you're ready to drop soon. Um, is there anything that you would
Yes,
tell yourself when you were younger and you had that free time? You didn't have no kids, you didn't let's say okay, yeah, you didn't have no kids or nothing, right? In the beginning. Do you think you should have really
yes.
started then, or do you think right now is the best time for you to start?
Even then, like I was just so more focused, like no, because at that time I was more of like building a name, like building a name, Killah Moe, building it, and just
Right.
battling everybody that I could see. Like, hey man, you're a rapper, let's battle, and then let's battle. So everybody I came across to, I was just battling everybody. So I was known for being a battle rapper, and I was just eating up cats, eating them up, man, and just that hunger, and going to studios in Phoenix and just battling, battle. So that's how I build the name. That's how I was
Right.
building my name up. It was just battling. So that's how I met Cedric too. I met Cedric one day. I was walking down the road, and he was living in a certain part of town. He was with his friends, and I
Yeah.
just kind of ran into him, and then he's like, "Hey, I make music too," and then that was it. So that's how we met. I met
That's how it
him when I was
starts, man.
battling people. hmm
That's usually how it starts. You just chilling, you meet somebody, next thing you know, you're making music with them. And then y'all still doing music to this day. And that's something that's rare for people to make music or start and still be doing it. Because I know there's a lot of people that I started with that are not either not doing music because of other situations, or we're just not doing music together because of certain situations. So, hey, shout out to Cedric. The fact that I've heard after doing so many interviews with his artists and talking to people, I've met him online a couple of years ago, and I think I was trying to sign to him then, but he wouldn't respond. Cedric didn't respond. I don't know why. I know my music wasn't up to par in the beginning, but he was just so busy, he didn't want to respond to it. But it is what it is. I'm just playing with you. But the fact that what I hear from his artists is amazing, man. Because I run a label myself, but I'm 29 trying to run a label and starting from when I was like 20, 21, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So the fact that his artists is like you and others are doing numbers, like he's putting in his own money. Y'all put in y'all own money. Y'all make sure y'all do what y'all gotta do. He does what he gotta do. That's something right there, man. When
Yes,
you got
sir.
CEO that's down to actually help you. So hey, shout out to Cedric. Um, yeah, I feel like if y'all keep doing what y'all keep doing, all y'all gonna eat. You know what I mean? And it just takes time. It just
Yes.
takes time.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
man, I'm thankful for you being here. Um,
Thank
I
you.
learned
Thank
something
you for
new
having me
today.
today.
Hey, no problem. I thought like by the time I turned, you could Cedric. It was years ago, man. It was years ago. But no, I thought when I turned 30, if I don't, because I'm 29, I just turned 29. So my thing was if I don't make it by the time I'm 30, if I don't get no fans by the time I'm 30, there's no point in me making any music. Right? No
No,
point.
man, you gotta have that. You got life inside of you. You gotta have that and just forward. So my best advice is just don't let don't let that go. Hold on to it and just go for it, man, and pursue it.
Oh, I know what happened, Cedric. I said, hey, bro. You said, yes, sir. I said, how's your day? You sent me a video, I guess, of him freestyling in March, and then I didn't reply, and then next thing I know, it was September. Hey, it's just
Yeah.
stuff like that happens, but
Cedric is
when
very
you,
talented. He
yeah,
knows what he's doing. He's a very man. Yeah, he really, really. I love Cedric to death, man. He's been a very good friend of mine for almost 20 years. So,
and
but
y'all still doing
I'm
music.
glad that yes, sir.
That's the
Yes,
thing.
sir.
Y'all still
Yes,
doing
sir.
music to this day, and like I said, all of y'all been hitting numbers. It's not one artist left behind that's not been hitting numbers. And you guys
No,
can show. Here's my thing, right? My thing, what it is, you guys can show the younger generation that even though they're trying their hardest, that age, there's no limit. There's no age. There's no age, there's no limit, right? Y'all are doing it, y'all
nope.
making the numbers. All you got to do is continue doing independently what y'all doing. Before you know it, you
Yes,
got it.
sir.
But hey, like I said, I
Yes.
appreciate you for coming out.
Thank
It was a
you.
nice,
Thank you very
fun
much.
interview. No problem,
Thank you,
man. Hey,
bro.
this
Thank
is
you.
Mousiki.
Appreciate it.
This is Mousiki Radio, the podcast for artists by artists. Hey, Killah Moe, go ahead and give your last statement, man. Your final thing. Anything you want to say to the people that have been watching?
Yeah. Don't give up. Remember, anything's possible. Even at my age, and then running an independent label, and then getting signed to different labels and stuff. And then shout out to FRLMG. So you just go ahead and just do that. And remember, to be successful in this business, you have to learn how to be uncomfortable and get out of self and be able to put yourself in an uncomfortable state so that way you can grow and mature differently. So you gotta hold on to that.
Okay, hell yeah, I agree with that. I agree. I definitely agree with that, man. You taught me a lot. I was about to give up, but I'm about to keep pushing for it. Hey, for everybody who's been on here, I appreciate y'all. This is Mousiki Radio again, podcast for artists by artists. Book your interviews now. This is episode 13 with Killah Moe. Book your interviews now. Hey, like, subscribe, follow us. You can watch this interview later on here. It'll be on Anchor eventually, on Spotify eventually, and you can also watch it on YouTube on Mousiki ENT on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Have a nice and safe weekend. All right, man.